Raves about how far he's come here in his first year and his potential.
Yeah, he does, and talked about with us before the game about his feel for the game has been surprising.
Looney runs it down. Now Wiggins set up by Kuminga. In and out it goes. Where will the points come from for the Pacers? Bataze's already knocked one down from there. He's got a sweet stroke. That one comes up short.
The stroke looks good, Bataze, but he's actually 6 for 31 on the year from 3 now after making that one earlier.
Nice block on Curry there. Now Duarte all the way in short. Looney clears. You're right, the numbers aren't showing what the Pacers tell us shows up in practice, and the way he's been shooting the ball. It's just the bright lights of the games, and maybe more repetitions going to get Bataze going as Andrew Wiggins sticks the landing.
And Andrew Wiggins hanging on to that third front court spot in the fans voting for the All-Star game. The results came out today.
LeBron James leapfrogging Stephen Curry. Curry had led a good chunk of the fan voting, but LeBron James passed him, and Curry is currently second in overall votes, leading among Western Conference backcourt players. Duarte checked by Kuminga. Couple of rookies. Duarte, that's a friendly roll. Another guy to watch tonight, Chris Duarte out of Oregon.
Chris Duarte, a very good player. He's been on a nice roll over the last 9 games, shooting 48% from the floor, 37 for 3.
Torrey Craig finds Justin Holiday, and into the hands of Sykes. That was Bataze who kept that alive. Working inside to the 7-footer. Got Kuminga up, and it goes. Chance at a three-point play. Goga Bataze out of the Republic of Georgia.
Really good ball movement here, and then find Bataze inside, and he has great patience there to shot fake and get Kuminga off his feet. Chance at an end.
Steph Curry.
Susan, happy Friday.
Yep, got an instant online offer to sell us his car, good for 7 days. So he's using the time to shop around, but just hangs here.
Ready. Those are the low tops.
He does know that shop around means that other
Multiple times.
Guess I'm still watching.
We close at 9, Wardell.
This is Antonelli's Cheese Shop.
and we're the Antonelli.
Do good, eat good.
That's our mission.
We chose our new Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One because it gives us unlimited 2% cash back on everything we buy.
And it has no preset spending limit, so our purchasing power adapts to our business needs. We use our 2% cash back to help cover our employees' healthcare costs.
That's how we take care of our most valuable asset.
Our people. It may sound cheesy,
But we like it that way.
what's in your wallet?
You know what I've done to survive. Check it like great things never came through comfort. Came with nothing, I made it something. Some snubbing abundance, flooding and funds we make. I got a black girl blushing. Watch what I'm into, saga continues and it's only mics I'm crushing. But we won't survive like Monday was live and the rest of the days got busting. Stop when it's there, say it ain't fair, not a part of the right, stop fussing. I heard you do shows, but get your
Yeah, no excuses! This is what hard work looks like every day you push yourself.
Of course, the Warriors, even without Draymond Green, have been able to maintain their top defensive spot in the NBA. #1 defensive rating. Again, coming into today's game as an offensive foul. Andrew Wiggins hit with that foul, and that'll put the ball back in the hands of the Pacers.
We see Iguodala in the game. Otto Porter will have the night off. It's something that Steve Kerr's gone to in back-to-backs. One of them plays one night, one of them plays the other night. Gives them both a chance to play major minutes in one game and get into a rhythm and still preserve their legs with some rest.
Another missed three in the corner, that time from Brissett. And a foul, loose ball foul on Looney. So that'll keep the ball on this side of the floor. Looney pleading his case with Brandon Schwab, the young official.
Looney's grabbing his arm. I think it's a good call.
Preventing your opponent from jumping. That'll usually get you. Duarte guarded by Iguodala. And Iguodala from behind. Up ahead, Payton rubbing floor. He can fly, and he throws it down. In a flash, the Warriors scored in transition.
And again, the Warriors, great defensive team, best in the league, and turning their defense into points at the other end.
Holiday gives it up. Brissett. And Batase, it's another loose ball foul. This one's going to belong to Payton. Batase drawing a lot of attention in there.
Here's the Warriors. Great block from behind by Iguodala. Curry up ahead to Payton. Defense turning into offense.
Warriors lead it by 4. And Lance Stevenson will enter for the first time.
Before Jackson comes up.
Stevenson behind the back. Payton's all over him. Stevenson can't shake him. And he's got to give it up. And he throws it right into the back of Poole. Chance at the final shot. And a foul on Brissett.
Great defense here. Payton just staying in front of Lance Stevenson, who made about 5 moves. Payton didn't bite on any of them. Great defense by the Warriors.
By the way, Stan, they pinned that foul on Jackson. And that means Damian Lee will shoot. Pacers over the limit here.
Damian Lee, I saw him play way back when he was at Drexel before he transferred to Louisville. I was telling you off the air, Brian. Went to shoot around that morning. It was Drexel-Davidson game. He stayed for about an hour after the walkthrough and worked out. And then before the game, did a Reggie Miller-like pregame workout. He came over to say hello, and I said, you know, that's NBA type of work that he did. I mean, he was in a full sweat. He worked. He was a very good player at Drexel, transferred to a higher level. But this guy worked to get to where he is now.
That's saying a lot with Reggie. Even to this day, the guy's a grinder. Chance at the last shot. Oh, Jackson on the back end of the lob. It's beautifully set up by Lamb. And that'll take us to the end of the quarter. So a highlight for the Pacers. But the Warriors in full control here. Outnumbered
as players and coaches, and they've both done that, that's pretty rare air for only 11 guys in NBA history. It's impressive. Henderson Carlisle's always been a great coach no matter where he's been. Curry. Washington is on the wrong side of him again, just trying to make sure he doesn't get a 3 off. They're giving him the lane to the basket. He's going to take it. Washington has it now. Warriors have a brief zone look. Isaiah Jackson missing that 3. Lamb will get himself to the line with the follow. We got to check out this last play. We're going to freeze it here. Look, you're just going to get in here, get the lane to the basket. It's just, he's on the back side of him trying to make sure he doesn't get the 3. You're fighting over the top of everything with Steph. And the perfect thing about that was the defense was lifted because the offense is along that free throw line extended. I'm going to piggyback on a point you made in the Chicago game. Remember when Steph took an extra dribble and then he got whacked and fouled on the hand? And you said, hey, his teardrop is so good, he can get that off with no contact. And he just did that. And so there's very few guys that have that skill to do it. You know, Steph and John Morant, these other guys that can teardrop like that. But that was, he saw the lane, but I'm not going to get crumpled by somebody at the same time. It's perfect. Sometimes he looks open and Steph misses one, B leads to get the offensive rebound. It's good work. Sometimes the lane looks open, but in the NBA, closing speed is crazy, right? And so the fact that he's able to get to that, really smartly done. Set. He had the take. Jackson playing volleyball on the rim and tapped it up and in. You better find Batase and Jackson, the centers for Indiana. Good productivity here. The Elites are turning it over.
That is what the best players in the world do. Lamb threw that, and Jackson caught it with one hand and just hammered it.
That was crazy because Bielitsa just jumped backwards. He thought he was there. That was crazy.
Warriors, a couple of these live ball turnovers are fueling Indiana headed the other way.
They have a little momentum. And I told you, Jackson just rolling to the basket is a vertical threat. And he showed it there. Bielitsa jumped backwards. He knew they were going to try to throw it to him. And Jeremy Lamb kind of hung a little bit just to give Jackson some more time, do it at the perfect time. That was incredible.
I love the pass and the finish. That Lamb, that was beautifully thrown. And Jackson, wow. Damian Lee playing that D. He forces the turnover. Bielitsa running the floor. Little baby hook.
I like Bielitsa getting inside, showing that touch. Running the floor first, though. If the big man runs, you got to reward him.
Nemanja is 3 of 3. See his skill level on display. Curry fighting over that screen. He got the foul. So Steph will pick up the personal.
Well, Jeremy Lamb is showing that he could be a good decision maker off of those pick and rolls, those high pick and rolls.
And Jeremy Lamb, it's 10 years for him now. And the 2 years at Connecticut, he's had different opportunity spots, but you play for Carlisle. I was like, yeah, give me a vet that can do a few things and create for other people.
Remember him in Charlotte?
Yep.
Nice little run there.
Taze had his career best 17 against the Clippers already on this road trip.
So you see the skill with the footwork,
absolutely.
Though. Pivot game.
Steph. Bielitsa, the open guy, is Damian Lee. Washington at the closeout. And D. Lee. They're liking these little pull-up running bankers.
It's so well done. Or not. Was it a technical on Lance Stevenson?
Well, how are they going to adjudicate this? Yeah, no,
they're just going back and forth.
And Lamb's going to shoot the technical. It was on Kuminga for the shove off.
Right.
Yeah,
you
had it right.
They started walking back the other direction. I'm like, wait a minute. So look at the right side of your screen. There was a little pushing and shoving. And Kuminga just a little forearm shiver and embellishment from Lance Stevenson, which is what he's good at.
No, but if you're the officials, you did the right thing. You want to clean that up. Just the free throw wasn't made, so no harm done.
Makes sense. They're going to try to make this game ugly. They probably feel like that's their best chance to compete here.
I mean, Stevenson is 12 years older than Kuminga. He just can't get over some of that in the matchups. Right now, you're getting some guys able to finish here. Is Washington able to flip that in?
Again, they want to get to the basket, and Washington just waited for Bielitsa to leave. Bielitsa is probably anticipating some type of a lob pass or a throw to the roller. He took advantage of that.
I don't think the Warriors thought it would be an easy night. In Indiana, they're depleted but playing well.
Dub Nation, please welcome to the court the Junior Jam Squad.
watching Clay go for 37 and just reaction to that, and then the feeling that you have when you're doing something extraordinary like that. Like, compare those two feelings, watching something crazy extraordinary like that, and then it's happening to you.
When it's happening to somebody else, like when Clay was going for 37, it's the most fun like I think I've had on the court, just because you're just not surprised, but you're just living in the moment with him, and you're just, you know, so impressed and in awe of like what's happening.
37 in the quarter?
And your teammates while he's in the zone. And I'm sure he's not thinking about much besides like letting me get the ball back. And when I had 60, it's the same exact thing. Like, you don't have an appreciation in the moment of what's happening until I hit the last shot, and you and Fitz go crazy, and I'm running down the court doing the what celebration.
I can't help it.
when it's Clay, like, it's a different vibe of just, you're just excited because you want it to keep going and keep going and keep going and see how far you can push it. 37 and a quarter, 14 threes, 60 and 3/4, like all those moments, it's just watching greatness.
That's why Steph is Steph. He enjoys watching his Splash brother go crazy, any of his teammates excel. And then, yeah, when he does it, guess what? All his teammates love seeing Steph go pyrotechnic too. I mean, that's the chemistry and camaraderie with the Dubs.
And his teammates follow that example. Everybody's happy for everybody else's success.
Steph Curry. I like how you told him we're going to run the decade in the Bay at about the 7-minute mark in the second. Hit a 3 when we come out of that, would
Basically.
you? You're choreographing this incredibly well.
Listen, Steph can't help it. When he sees those bigs come out on him, it's like a lion when they see their prey. It's just attack, time to eat.
Yeah, that's only the Warriors' second made 3, so it's good to see there. David Guthrie's going to stop it with the foul on Kuminga. So his second foul.
It's not shooting, so. But the Pacers are scoring a lot out of pick and rolls and offensive rebounding. They already have, I believe, 6 offensive rebounds as Washington knocks down a 3.
Washington, undrafted out of Ohio State, was 3 years with the Buckeyes. But yeah, right now, Indiana's got the Warriors' perimeter game bottled up, and that's why this game's so tight. Jordan behind the back to Looney. He was fouled on the catch, but that was a pretty nifty delivery.
It's playmaking. He's got that looseness to his game. He's just out there balling. He's so free in his mind, the creativity. Batadze commits to him. He knew Batadze was on Looney, so it's like, wait, Looney must be open.
There are times when the behind-the-back pass is the right pass. That was one of them. Curry missing, Looney rebounding.
Looney is all over the offensive glass. Give them a taste of their own medicine. You guys getting offensive rebounds, we can do that too. We talked about the Pacers being 9th in offensive rebounding. Looney is trying to do some of that for the Warriors. This is just doing your work early. You see Washington under there, just push him under the basket. You got the size advantage, especially if Batadze's out there on Steph.
Couple free throws coming your way, courtesy of Cisco WebEx.
We need a card.
It's nearly done.
Can you repeat that? That's better.
It's done.
With WebEx, the McLaren Formula One team is collaborating like never before. Introducing the WebEx Suite, driving hybrid work.
I got to give it up for Warrior fans.
I was about to say the same thing.
Every
deflection. Close games this season, they've struggled. At
3 and 12.
Yeah.
In games decided by 5 or less.
And they've lost, I think, 20 clutch games this season, which is the worst in the league. So they did win last night against the Lakers. That was somewhat close.
The Warriors are one of those wins, by the way, 102-100. Iguodala with those perfect hands knocked away from Batadze. Steph a little show and go. Curry couldn't hit the layup. Washington running it back. Iguodala stopped the break by himself.
They're getting a lot of shots at the rim. It's just about capitalizing. They get down there, at least they're going.
Well, the other thing, too, is shots. The Warriors have only 6 turnovers. You know, the Wiggins drive got knocked away. It's okay, but 6 turnovers and a half is more than livable. But you're going to need that because you're not making threes, and Indiana's not going away.
Now you're in this zone.
Washington, teardrop, rimming it out. Batadze, strong rebound. They made sure Lamb couldn't pull the three. And then Looney committed the foul on the jumper.
These offensive rebounds are beginning to be a problem.
Second chance points, 11-8, favoring Indy right now, and a couple free throws to add to that.
Yeah, you're going to have to work extra hard on this end. It's not just about making a miss. It's about finding a body. And they got some big bodies in there still.
It is amazing. When Indiana had lost 11 of 12, they lost, the game where both teams scored over 130 against the Clippers. It looked like, okay, the Lakers are going to put them away, and then Indiana had that great fourth quarter. One win can make a team feel so much better. Just feel like the weight of the world is off your shoulders.
Well, team morale. It feels so much better to win. Everybody in this league hates to lose. Everybody's competitive.
But you beat the Lakers in LA to get the short flight up here, and you're like, oh, well, different guys are injured. They're out. No one expects anything of us. And look at the Pacers. Play missing. Looney again. They're just Lamb bottoming that three. So that is the difference right now. Indiana's got the 6 made threes. The Warriors have only 3. That's why the Pacers are in the game. The Warriors are going to go 2 for 1 here. Looney down the lane. Looney denied. Wiggins will not miss.
Well, he was down there already with Looney. Looney did the right thing. Just attack the basket, be a threat. The defense just kind of collapsed on him. You saw the lane. Bitadze gets over there, but Andrew Wiggins doesn't assume it's going to go in. Didn't give up on the play.
Well, he also had a technical foul on Brissett.
And a technical foul on number 88.
No, Bitadze got the tee. Interesting.
I think he slammed the ball down.
Steph makes the technical free throw.
A little frustration for Bitadze. Watch him after this goes in. Yeah, can't do that.
Yeah, you can't throw it off the standard. You can't do anything with the ball. And then people say, well, it didn't, hurt it. What happens, and it has happened,
could ricochet off something.
It ricochets off someone, hits a fan in the face, or you try to throw it the standard, and then you hit someone at point-blank range in the face. Like, they just don't want that happening.
Makes sense. Safety first.
And so it's not like the officials, oh, he was really angry. It's just a rule that they're enforcing. They just don't want that with any of the equipment, really at any time.
The Warriors looking to finish strong here. See if they can get this to 10 or more.
Wiggins missing that free throw.
They should get another possession.
Biggest lead had been 9 and sitting at 8 right now. Back to that 1-2-2 zone. I love how much zone the Warriors have played this year. It's been kind of fun.
Well, they switch it up on teams. Teams don't have a ton of time to go over their zone offense.
Get about down to 5.
Get them out of rhythm.
Steph went for the steal. Shot clock down to 1. So 1.5 here as Indiana inbounds.
And with the Warriors personnel, they got a lot of speed and length, even though they're small right now with Looney at the 5.
Well, 1.5, don't foul anybody.
That's the main thing.
Full awareness of the shot clock here. Steph knows the inbounder can't get the ball back, so he's double teaming. Duarte got a shot off and was fouled. No, 24-second violation. I heard the whistle.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, that was. I'm with you.
That was an inadvertent whistle.
But it was the 24-second violation being blown and the buzzer at the same time.
Damian Lee reserves for the Warriors.
So the Warriors play the D. And now they've got 12.7 to work with here. Somewhere the Cincinnati Bengals are smiling after the inadvertent whistle.
There
That's
you
what
go.
You're saying.
They're still counting the touchdown.
That's it. Don't bring that up. There are Raider fans everywhere.
Yikes.
What is with the officiating in the Raiders in the playoffs?
I don't know.
Final 12 seconds here. F at 5. Play to Looney, deflected away. So the Pacers come up with a stop, so it'll stay at 8. They hold Indiana to 40% shooting. They end the half on a 10-3 run. Nice floor game from Kuminga with his 5 points and 3 assists, but Kevon Looney had 9 and 9 to go with 2 assists. And then he got good bench play. Damian Lee had 4. Iguodala kicked in, but Nemanja Bjelica was 3 of 3, and he had 6. So the Warrior lead at 8. Kareth Burke and Festus Ezeli with Warrior Halftime Live presented by Jack in the Box is on the way. Warriors having to work for it. Clay and Steph have 28, and the lead is 8 at the break.
Warriors basketball on NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by Toyota. With 10 hybrids to choose from, there's one for everyone. Toyota.